For more than 4,000 years, a silent guardian has watched. We call it the Great Sphinx. It is a creature of myth with the body of a lion and the head of a human. It is the largest monolithic statue in the world, carved from a single massive piece of limestone bedrock. For generations, it has stood as a symbol of ancient Egypt's power, its ingenuity, and its deep connection to the cosmos. But what if this magnificent monument is more than just a statue? What if it is also a gatekeeper, patiently guarding secrets that have been lost to the winds of time? The Sphinx stares eastward, directly into the dawn of each new day. It has seen empires rise and fall. Beneath the silent gaze of the Sphinx, legends speak of a hidden place. This is the story of the Hall of Records. The tale was popularized by the American mystic Edgar Cayce in the early 20th century. He spoke of Atlantis. Survivors of that doomed land traveled to Egypt. Beneath the right paw of the Sphinx, they concealed a library. It contained the complete history of humanity, from its very beginning to its ultimate destiny. The idea of a secret chamber is not just modern fantasy. It echoes ancient Egyptian beliefs. Giza was seen as a sacred landscape, a gateway between the living and the realm of the gods. Ancient texts, like the pyramid texts, describe hidden doors and secret passages the deceased must navigate. Could the Sphinx mark the entrance to Rostau itself? The legend of the Hall of Records captures a deep human desire to know where we come from. A library of a lost golden age is a powerful myth. So, real Hall of Records or metaphor? The search for what lies beneath the Sphinx is not a new obsession. One of the first known excavators was a prince who would become Pharaoh Thutmose IV. Around 1400 BC, the Sphinx was buried in sand up to its neck. The prince cleared the sand and commemorated his deed with the dream stele between the Sphinx's paws. For centuries, the Sphinx was periodically swallowed by the desert and then rescued. Roman emperors ordered their own clearings. They saw it as a source of ancient power. Early efforts were not scientific, but their passion laid the groundwork for future investigation. They mapped its base and discovered temple foundations that stood before it. Their methods were often crude, yet their notes and finds were invaluable. They were laying the groundwork for all future investigations. They could see the surface, but not what lay beneath the stone itself. The deepest secrets remained elusive. In the early 1990s, the mystery of the Sphinx took a dramatic turn. It was not an archaeologist who sparked the new debate, but a geologist. Dr. Robert Schoch of Boston University was invited to Egypt by John Anthony West. West believed the key was in the rock itself. Schoch examined weathering patterns. He saw vertical fissures and rounded, undulating profiles, classic signs of water erosion. Those patterns imply long periods of significant rainfall, a climate older than 5,000 years ago. Schoch proposed the core body of the Sphinx was carved between 7,000 and 5,000 BC. The theory sent shockwaves through Egyptology. Archaeologists pointed to artifacts and inscriptions. Geologists pointed to the stone itself. The controversy became heated. Mainstream Egyptologists largely rejected it, but the conversation had changed forever. The water erosion hypothesis remains a fringe theory, but it permanently changed the conversation. It forced everyone to ask, what if our timeline of history is wrong? To settle the debates, science needed new tools. We needed a way to see through solid rock without destroying it. In the late 20th century, that technology arrived. Teams from around the world brought equipment to the Giza Plateau. Seismography, ground-penetrating radar, and microgravimetry gave us new ways to look beneath the surface. Florida State, Waseda, and many other teams contributed scans and analysis. They scanned the ground and the rock of the monument itself. The results were tantalizing. Scans revealed several anomalies, areas where the geology differed. Evidence suggested rectangular cavities in front of the paws and a tunnel-like anomaly running from the rear. But a scan only tells you there is an anomaly, not what it is. It could be a fissure, moisture difference, or a man-made cavity. The technology mapped doors, but not the keys. As technology opened new possibilities, the official story was held firmly in place by one powerful figure, Dr. Zahi Hawass. He became the public face of Egyptian archaeology and the gatekeeper of Giza. Under his direction, teams drilled where scans had shown anomalies. In 1996, a team drilled near the Sphinx and found nothing, just more limestone. He declared the scans misinterpreted, calling the legend of hidden passages a fantasy. Yet Hawas's teams explored shafts and tunnels around the enclosure, mostly later-period tombs. They found a water table beneath the monument, complicating searches for dry chambers. By controlling access, Hawass managed the narrative, protecting heritage while frustrating some researchers. His tenure highlights a tension between established knowledge and radical new ideas. The doors technology had opened were, for a time, officially closed. While the debate over the Hall of Records raged on, a truly incredible discovery was being explored just a short walk from the Sphinx. It feels like something pulled from myth, the Osiris Shaft. Beneath the causeway linking Khafra's pyramid to the valley lies a multi-level vertical shaft. Descending over 100 feet into the bedrock, the shaft reveals multiple levels. First level, an empty chamber. Second level, 6 rooms carved into the rock, some with granite sarcophagi. At the very bottom, a level flooded with groundwater. In the middle, a massive granite sarcophagus on a stone platform surrounded by water. 4 pillars stand around it, a literal recreation of the mythological island where Osiris lay. Mapped in the 1930s and fully explored by modern teams in the 1990s, the Osiris Shaft is not under the Sphinx, but profoundly significant. It proves ancient Egyptians carved complex structures deep into the Giza bedrock. The Osiris Shaft links the physical Giza to the ancient Egyptian spiritual world, secrets hidden at different depths. The quest to understand Giza is entering its most futuristic phase yet. The tools of the past, shovels and dynamite, are being supplemented by technologies that sound like science fiction. One promising tool is muography. Muons are subatomic particles created when cosmic rays strike the atmosphere. They can pass through hundreds of feet of stone. Detectors can track their path. Scan pyramids used muon detectors to find the Big Void in Khufu's pyramid, proof that major secrets remain. Plans are underway to apply muography to the Sphinx to differentiate solid rock, fissures, and man-made chambers. AI can re-examine thousands of GPR scans, satellite images, and surveys to find subtle patterns the human eye missed. Tiny robotic probes, LiDAR drones, and smart sensors could explore cavities without disturbing the monument. The next great discovery at Giza might not be made with a trowel, but with a line of code or a particle from a distant star. AI and muography together may finally give us a definitive picture, turning whispers into maps and maps into targeted exploration. The Great Sphinx of Giza endures. It has watched humanity for over 4 millennia, its gaze fixed on the horizon. It has seen our tools evolve from copper chisels to cosmic ray detectors, and through it all, it has held its secrets close. The quest to understand what lies beneath its paws is more than an archaeological puzzle. It is a reflection of our species. We are searching for a lost chapter of the human story, hoping to find answers about who we are and where we came from. The Osiris Shaft proves such wonders are possible. The muon scans may yet reveal a void that demands exploration. Or perhaps the greatest secret of the Sphinx is the one it has been telling us all along. Its alignment with the sun, a celestial clock marking the passage of ages. Ultimately, the search is the destination. Each generation brings new tools, ideas, and hopes to Giza. The Sphinx is a question etched in stone. In asking it, we define ourselves.